Welcome to Ascend. If you're here, it's for one of two reasons. You've either gotten stuck in your business and you're not sure of where to go next, or you're stuck outside of business and you don't know where to take your life. I don't weight either of those problems differently. In fact, there needs to be alignment between the individual you are and the business success you have. If one fails, the other fails, and vice versa. So at Ascend, what we stand for is alignment. Alignment between the person and the identity you set for yourself and the system you use to make it happen. Living the best life means adding the most value to the world. And likely, you've hit a problem. Your business isn't performing because of a few different areas. Or your business is growing and you're just not catching up with it. Either way, we have the solution. Now, I will say that our solution is different for every person. That's because you inherently are born different, raised different. You have your own flaws. Your system has its own flaws. And there's multiple ways we can address your issues. Most of our fixes rely on creating automated systems, leveraging AI, and implementing specific tools such as Zapier flows, ManyChat algorithms, and building a social media presence with content. That creates clear alignment between who you are as a person and the brand image you're putting out into the world. When the alignment isn't there, people notice and you don't get results. So now I'm going to give you the exact details we give to our sales reps for how you can work with Ascend, so you see exactly what each value is. So regardless of where you're at, depending on the level of support you need, the most important thing to measure, we can provide an adequate solution to your needs. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you what we don't do. First, we don't lower our prices. We don't offer buddy discounts or anything like that because we believe that we are 100% worth our value, and we've proven it time and time again. Second, we don't make false promises. If we tell you we're going to do something, we will deliver. Otherwise, we'll just work until it happens. Because your value in this world is based on the level that you keep your word, and we 100% follow that mindset. Finally, we don't slack. If you join any level of our community or agency, work will be completed. We'll have work for you to do, and we'll have work for ourselves. But we never wanted you here in the first place if you're not serious about content, making money online, and getting better. That's how we're able to guarantee results for anybody in our program. If that's you, and you actually give a shit about your success, well then, welcome to Ascend. Let's get into it. The first thing we offer is the inner circle. This typically starts at $500 and goes up to about $1,000, depending on the level of maintenance you need. Now, typically it'll start at that lower end and it'll be more asynchronous, but it'll be daily check-ins to make sure you hit your goals. This can be related to automated systems, content you have to work on, or anything in between. A lot of times you pay us, we go through and audit your business and find out what's wrong for you. Half the time it's, I don't know what's going on with my business, it just isn't working, and it's something very simple that you couldn't see, but we could. And we do have way more tools and experts in our toolkit to deploy to figure out what the issues are so you don't stop making money for no reason. And not only that, but you take yourself to a higher level because you fix the kinks in your system. Now this includes weekly asynchronous strategic check-ins where we'll plan out the day-to-day of that week. A monthly roadmap with offers, content, automation, monetization, whatever your primary goals are. Potentially access to our exclusive tools or Zapier templates to help you get along. We'll audit your brand, we'll rewrite your offer, and we'll do feedback loops depending on what's needed at the time. Not only that, we'll optimize your workflow, including DMs, closing deals in the DMs, creating funnels with you, and then setting up Notion systems or client dashboards where you can host your coaching or service-based business. And finally, Slack access, where we'll check in every single day to make sure you're hitting your day-to-day goals and your business gets exactly where you say it's supposed to be. What's not included is done-for-you implementation because that's our agency. We don't give you unlimited daily access or real-time coaching. It is through text, so that way we can both keep working and not get distracted by daily meetings. And finally, we don't create the content for you. This is still your brand and you are going to be the face of it. We will help you run the business and come up with a strategy behind it. But anything that's going to require we get our hands dirty, that's going to be an agency service, which we'll get to now. But the inner circle is where most of you should start instead of jumping straight into the agency because we have to figure out what your problems are before we can prescribe a solution. But you're free to just hop on an agency sales call and we can tell you what those issues are. But it's described a little vague because we've solved tons of problems. Content creation or digital product creation or closing deals in the DMs, even helping you build your own automated system to do that. But no project is the same, and so we're not just gonna label a few bullet points. We'll get to know you, and if we think we can help you, we will take you on and give you the monthly rate depending on what that is. If not, we're gonna tell you and we'll go our separate ways. That's why there's a wait list on this with questions before you can join. Now, as we said, the agency is where we get our hands-on implementation. Now, this typically starts between 3 and 10K per project, but typically on the lower end. In some rare cases, depending on your performance, we'll do a revenue split where we don't have to get paid on the front end and we'll just share the profits together. This is only offered if we really know your business model and it's been proven to work. This is where we build the back end. You'll get custom funnels built out, Zapier, ManyChat, System, Notion, things like that. Brand structure such as visual templates and post architecture will tell you exactly what to post and give you the scripts to do so in some cases. We'll install automated systems that close deals and outreach to clients on your behalf while you sleep. Set up back-end systems on Go High Level or Slack, and creating standard operating procedures for your clients and having this sent to them once again while you sleep. What's not included is the ongoing coaching. We will meet with you during the projects, but this is more to do the work for you. We're not also going to offer unlimited revisions. We'll change a few things, but we built it to execute from day one. If you want things changed, it's likely that's not the best move. And finally, once again, we're not going to create content for you. We will, however, audit everything and give you a plan to make your content better over 30 days. But again, custom price, we can't put a label on it because it depends on the scope of the project. Now I'll tell you what we do is I don't personally know everything. I have a team of experts that specialize in ManyChat, Zapier flows, Whop.com, School, Discord, all of these platforms that will help you succeed. And so we will assign them in a case-by-case basis to your project as needed. That way you have someone way smarter than you, way smarter than even me, helping you achieve success. And they're doing the work so you don't spend weeks, months, or in some cases years trying to build a system that's just gonna flop. This requires a lot of humility because you have to accept the fact that someone is smarter than you. I know, very hard to do. I had to do that too, to go find these people, and since then we've never lost or seen failure on projects. And that's why we make the guarantees we do. And finally, as a fallback offer, if you can't pay $500 or up to a few grand for the custom built project, we'd recommend you join the Digital Syndicate. This is the access to the system, the self-taught system, essentially your do-it-yourself model. You get weekly challenges and implementation missions. You get the full Ascend curriculum, going from how do you create your identity and who you want to be to how do you monetize that to finally creating automated systems. You get AI-based templates, workflows, and Notion vaults. You can get access to our software inside, which DMs people while you sleep. This can create leads for you every single morning and through the night that you can message and close deals for your agency or business. This literally prints money on autopilot, and you get it for $97 a month when this typically retails at about $130. So just for that reason, you should be in the community. And yes, you can custom tailor this to any hashtag, any niche, any market you want. What's not included is one-on-one coaching or custom strategies. However, we do have group meetups and Q&As. You don't get hands-on implementation, that's reserved for our clients, and you don't get Slack access, once again reserved for our higher paying clients. But this is for independent builders who want to get the knowledge and install things on their own, but they don't want to pay the high ticket fee. That's fine. But with that comes the realization that you might take a while to learn it, it might not be as fast, and it might take longer to develop. But once again, this wouldn't exist if I didn't think you could get there. So if time isn't a highest priority for you, then learn everything yourself through the Syndicate. Start that way. So now we ask, which offer is right for you? Well, if you want strategy and accountability but no actual build out, then you want the inner circle, that hands-on ghost consulting that's asynchronous. We will literally sit down and generate your month's goals, an entire list, break it up to what's going to be done on those goals each week, and then work day to day to make sure that week's goals get crossed off. That way you guarantee the objective we set at the beginning gets hit, and we make sure you do too. If you want everything installed for you while you sit back, sip your tea, and just pay a single fee up front, that's the agency. If you want to close deals, get leads, and run your business even for you while you sleep, we'll build systems that make that happen, custom to you. And once again, we do that better than anyone else out there, and I can personally vouch for that. And finally, if you want to build it by yourself and just get guidance and some automated tools and some course content to get you started, that's where the Syndicate comes in. And once again, we beat every other community out there, or it's free. If you're somehow not feeling like you're getting $97 a month of value, even though the tool alone can guarantee that, then let me know and we'll refund you. I'm just here to create value and change in the lives of young men and entrepreneurs similar to myself. Once again, I've harnessed the power of dark and light to bring you a program that makes sure it's effective every single time. It makes you dangerous, but it also makes you charismatic. It makes you powerful, but also effective. And when you join the right team and have the right community of people like you do at Ascend working on the same mission as you, you become unstoppable. With that said, I don't have to say anymore because our results speak for themselves. Check our reviews below, see what other people have said, and I'll see you on the inside of the program that's best for you. Once again, I'm Caleb Schulke, the CEO here, and I appreciate your time. Good luck.